We are getting it on, everybody. On the main streets of Urban Champion. I am jcontra, and we are playing a game released in November of 1984. And I don't know what Japan's conception of America was back in the 1980s, but it must have been awful because it's basically just, this game is just you are on the left, you are the blue guy, your opponent is in green, and your goal is to just punch him the fuck out. Let's see, your pokes, as you would call in Street Fighter, your pokes are with the A button. They're very short, very quick, don't do too much damage, and they're very quick. So see, right now, all I'm doing is poking. Pokes are effective when you want to quickly get out of a bad situation, but you're not going to get too much distance. And see, they're doing a little bit of damage. I'm hurting him, but I'm not downing him. Except for that one, because at the very end, once you push your opponent all the way across, they fall back to the next level. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start using the B button, which is the heavy punch. Now the heavy punch is dangerous because, well, that guy almost threw a fucking flower pot on me. Heavy punches are very useful because they do a lot of damage and they push your enemy very far. However, your opponent is always blocking, either up or down. Up or down. Or, well, I mean, you know, when they're blocking, they're either blocking up or they're blocking down. As you can see with his hands. You also can block by either holding the up button, I think neutral is blocking up, and then you can then block down, pushing down on the D-pad. Now when you use the heavy punch, much like in Street Fighter, you are open for a few frames at the very end as you recover, making the heavy punch very high in terms of its risk-reward ratio. Oh, motherfucker's gonna throw a flower on me! They only ever try and throw flowers at you, never your opponent, but sometimes you can catch your opponent in a flower pot if you pull back up a little bit. Now, once again, I do not have the manual, so I don't know why we're fighting. But, I mean, you know, the cops are coming by, so it must be something very personal. It's not like this just came out of nowhere. This is like a set-up fight. Maybe we're brothers? Maybe it's like it's a brotherly quarrel? Because look at it, like we look exactly the same. Just one of us is blue and the other is green. The key that I found just in playing Urban Champion for a bit, punch where your opponent is not blocking. Much like in football, the team that wins is the one that has the highest score. Now your objective is to punch out your opponent into the sewers of the city. Why? I don't know. I don't know if your opponent is then forced to stay in the sewers for the rest of his life, if he's trapped there forever, in humiliation for having been obliterated. This must be a big deal, because like a lady comes out and just starts fucking throwing confetti everywhere. You just, like, oh yeah, I'm so strong. I just punched a guy into the sewer. Oh, and he's gonna live there forever. I'm gonna send his family there. Here we go. Oh yes. Oh, you just got rolled, son. Ooh, all the way back. Oh. It's 3 rounds to get to defeat your opponent. On the 3rd round, you're always at the manhole. And the weird thing is that even if you're on that 3rd level and you get like punched back a level, the manhole will then appear again because it's expecting you to punch out your opponent. It's sort of the game point, as it were. Oh no! Oh! You also don't gain lives, I think. So once you've been knocked back, you got 2 more. Like, you can defeat your opponent all day and all night. You still got 2 more losses until you're toast. Oh, shit. Okay, dodge that one. Come on, yes. Take it in the face. Ah! I hit him in the nuts! Whoa! I believe this is supposed to be New York City. I'm not sure. But I imagine a Japanese person's view of New York in the 1980s was not super good. Running out of time, running out of stamina. I gotta... Oh! AI is getting too good. There we go! Oh! Oh! I just got punched in the face. Not many cop cars this game. It's pretty random when the cop cars show up. Like, I've had them come, like, twice in a game, and then I've had them come, like, no times for, like, 3 rounds. No, you're not gonna get me. Yes, there we go. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. So you knock the guy in the ground, you don't get a life. You still gotta beat the computer 3 more times to knock him into the ground. He's only gotta beat you twice. Come on, buddy. Come on, in your fucking face. It's got some pretty good music, though. I like the music. It's very catchy. It's very heavy on the bass. Knocked back. Not getting hit by the flower pot. Okay, I haven't been hit by the flower pot this game. That's a vast improvement over my previous experiences. Why are we fighting? Did I, like, take his girlfriend? Did he steal money from me? Why are we fighting? Or is this some kind of, like, fight club where I just have to keep fighting all these different guys to prove how manly I am? Ooh, right into the sewer. I'm a machine. I'm a machine. I am a fighting machine sent from the future to punch guys with green mustaches. okay, we're gonna do the A challenge now, because I want to spice this game up. So I'm gonna try and beat this guy using only A punches. See how well that goes. It's really punching me pretty hard. Gut punching me. I don't know what happens when you lose stamina, so that's probably what's gonna happen this round. But I'm very excited to see. So A punch is not very effective, not even barely getting me past the half. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now, is that green stamina? Is that my stamina or is that his stamina? I guess it's mine because I'm not doing too hot. No, okay, so A punches. No, you gotta do it with the B. Whoa! That's right, punch him in the face. Okay, I've not been humiliated by a flower pot to the head. And you see the transporting sewer grate. Whoa, we got on both sides. This is a fight to the death. Who is going to end up living in the sewers for the rest of their lives? Living with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's gonna be this guy. I wish I was him, because then I could hang out with the turtles. Maybe apartment rent has gotten so expensive that we have to fight, and whoever wins get a nice apartment. Or a free book, perhaps. Ooh, he just got rolled back. Oh, so your friends are helping you by throwing the flower pots. I see what's going on. He's cheating. He's paying people, or he's got people that are trying to kill me, because they never go for him. They only hit him on accident. It's always for me. The flower pot is always for me. Is this like a mob thing? Is this like a mafia operation? Done yet. I'm not done. Oh shit. Oh. Oh no. What? Bullshit. Oh, and I'm done. So you've now seen basically everything that Urban Champion has to offer. As far as I can tell, this is it. And while fun, I think is a one and done for this stream. But next up, we are going to go with Map B, Namco's fourth game for the Famicom. You can see it right here. We're going to go play as a mouse cop. And I'll show you some of the insane things that you'll see in Mappy. So look forward to that in a minute. I've been jcontra playing Urban Champion, released in November of 1984. Thanks for watching, and mahalo.